welcome to City Skylines. My name is Stelio and we're back in the city of Byerwood. Today I'm going to be working on moving across the highway. So the first major thing that's going to be built across the highway is going to be the Byerwood Railyard. So some information about this rail yard. It's going to be the main source of the city's import and export besides by road. So even though there is a river that runs next to the city, it's not actually going to be used for importing. It's basically has a route that doesn't lead anywhere. It doesn't lead to an ocean or any other big rivers. So there's not really going to be any importing of goods. So there's not going to be a harbor or a pier or anything like that. It's mostly just a small river. So this rail yard is going to be the main source of importing cargo and exporting whatever the city produces. So the city is really dependent on rail travel and car travel. So it's based on the rail yard in Worcester, Massachusetts, and it's going to share a lot of similarities with that. And I chose it because it's in the same spot, and it's in a pretty good area to nestle a rail yard in and build industrial areas around it. Right here I work on a little bit of a distribution facility, so usually these aren't too close. They're not really in cities because they take up such massive areas, but I think it's a really cool building and it fits in with the general industry area. And even though it takes up a lot of space, it's not really in the dense area of the city. It's still pretty far away from where land would be valuable and wouldn't be used for a giant warehouse. And I think putting it right next to the rail yard is a pretty good idea. So I do some more editing of the river, and that's just because it needs to be edited. I want to make it smaller, and whatever I choose to end up doing is just what I think fits this city the best. So if I choose to make the river smaller, I know it's most likely going to stay there. I don't think I plan on getting rid of the river. So all the work in this city that's going on right now is generally going to shift towards the other side of the highway, because I've only done work on the north side of the highway and the south side has nothing in it. So on the other side of this industrial area, you're going to see a neighborhood pop up and commercial follow along the main roads that divide the industry area with the commercial area, or with the residential. So I'm going to be going for another neighborhood similar to the neighborhood that I made up above the highway over there, and I wanted to make it similar because all the neighborhoods in Worcester and these densely populated cities all have these similar style of buildings, so I want to continue that trend. A key feature of this industry area is these industry areas were booming at one point. The city really, at one point in its history, really thrived from the exports in the cargo, and they relied and made a lot of money on importing stuff, producing stuff, and exporting it. So we have a lot of these large factories and warehouses that look decrepit and old because they haven't been, the work is left, so they're just left standing, used as other stuff or used as warehouse. But the companies that originally were the tenants of these buildings are no longer there. Either they went out of business or they relocated. So the industrial area is meant to look a little barren. It's supposed to look a little outdated, look like it was built from an earlier time. So that's what I'm going for the look. So a lot of these warehouses and old brick industrial buildings look very dated compared to the modern skyscrapers, but there is that contrast and that scale in a real city, and I think that even in a city like this, we can show it. So with the work shifting towards this side of the highway, the city is going to really start to look more complete. And with that, I can start to take really nice visuals. When I zoom out, it's not going to look as barren. I can get more looks at the highway and really start working in there, because that's going to be one of the first places I detail. I'm going to detail from the train station and around that area out in every direction. So it's going to take a while to detail. It's going to be the second half of this series. So I'm hoping to save that until after I solidify all the buildings that I want. I'm not going to keep you here for much longer, so you can enjoy the gameplay. I might put some cinematics, but I love how this city is coming along. 10 episodes is a really nice milestone. We've made really good progress in 10 episodes, and I'm excited to make 10 more. So thank you once again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.